What is up, you guys? It's Sussan Mourad here with Clevver News. And as the Free Britney movement continues to unfold, Brit's younger sister, Lynn Spears, has taken steps to become more involved in her sister's finances. In case you aren't familiar with the Free Britney movement, it's been going on for years now, and it's a movement to free Britney from her conservatorship. In short, here's what's been going down. Over the past few months, fans have become increasingly concerned about Britney Spears' social media posts. These fans believe she is subtly asking for help and revealing that she's in a bad mental state through her cryptic posts. The Free Britney fans also believe that Britney is dropping these clues about her conservatorship, which is run by her father, Jamie Spears, for over a decade. In case you aren't familiar with a conservatorship, it's a legal guardianship, where representatives are appointed when a court agrees that an individual can't make their own decisions. Under the conservatorship, Britney supposedly has zero control over any of her assets, money, decisions, and even visitors can be restricted. For Britney, this conservatorship was put in place following a series of very public meltdowns back in the early 2000s. But fans have thought it was a bit suspicious for a while now, since Britney has continued to work but has no control over her life, finances, or really anything. Hence, the Free Britney movement was formed to question whether Britney was being unjustly controlled by her father. And while fans have been very outspoken about their concern for Britney, her father recently spoke to Page 6 about how he is sick and tired of how Free Britney fans are painting him as a villain and referred to the movement as, quote, a joke. Jamie Spears also referred to these fans as conspiracy theorists, saying, quote, all these conspiracy theorists don't know anything. The world don't have a clue. It's up to the court of California to decide what's best for my daughter. It's no one else's business. And Britney's siblings, including her younger sister, Lynn Spears, have also spoken out about the Free Britney movement. Lynn shared a now-deleted post to Instagram of screenshots from other celebrities like Halsey, who have spoken out on mental health. In her caption, Lynn wrote, if you deal with mental illness or care for someone dealing with mental illness, then you know how important it is to respect the situation with privacy for the person and the family trying to protect their loved one, no matter how it may appear to the public. Lynn also defended Britney in a comment captured by comments by celebs saying, quote, you have no right to assume anything about my sister, and I have no right to speak about her health and personal matters. She is a strong, badass, unstoppable woman, and that's the only thing that is obvious. And now court documents have been obtained by multiple outlets, including The Blast and Us Weekly, revealing that Lynn actually has a bigger role in Britney's finances than fans originally thought. According to these legal documents, Lynn Spears was named trustee of the SJB Revocable Trust, which was set up by Britney in 2004 to protect her vast fortune and provide for her children's financial future. The documents claim the trust was amended in 2018, naming Lynn as the trustee, and the move was signed off on by her co-conservators, Andrew Wallet and their father, Jamie Spears. According to the court documents, while Britney is alive, she is the sole beneficiary of the SJB Trust, but it outlines what steps are to be taken if she were to pass away. I know that sounds morbid, but I guess they felt they have to have plans in place for the worst case scenario, given Britney is reportedly worth around $215 million. And in the new filing, Lynn is asking the court to approve the appointment of Fidelity Financial Management to create blocked accounts that will hold all of Britney's assets and serve as advisors with her investments. It's unclear at the moment if Jamie is asking to move the assets to these accounts now or only if Britney has passed. But the trust does outline exactly what should happen to her fortune in the case of her death. It says, quote, upon the settler's death, the entire principal of the trust, including all accused and undistributed and unrealized income, together with any insurance on the settler's life or other assets payable to the trust as a result of settler's death, shall be promptly distributed by the trustee to the trustee or co-trustee of the BJS Kids and Family Trust, to be held, administered, and distributed in accordance with its terms. Basically, in other words, if Britney were to pass away, Lynn will ensure that the assets are transferred to the trust set up to take care of her children. And this is a big deal because fans know that Britney has a strained relationship with her father, and this is the first time her sister has been named in connection to her conservatorship. As we previously reported, Britney's lawyer recently filed documents saying that she no longer wants to have her father as her sole conservator, and is asking that a financial advisor like Jody Montgomery be put in charge of her finances. Jody has been temporarily filling in as the conservator as her father Jamie supposedly stepped down late last year after over 10 years in charge of Britney's conservatorship. It's also important to note that Britney has not filed a request to be completely released from the conservatorship, but she was specific about not having her father be involved. So it's possible that her sister and their mum may just be getting more intimately involved instead. A source recently told Us Weekly that, quote, Britney does want the conservatorship of her as a person to end, but she was concerned that her father, Jamie, could attempt to have the temporary conservator, Jody, removed. There has been significant improvement in Britney's overall medical treatment plan, which has been attributed to no longer having her father in charge of her personal life. So maybe Jamie Lynn's involvement instead of their father's could be a positive change for Britney going forward. Though many fans don't think so, and have taken to Twitter to share their disappointment in this news. They don't want anyone other than Britney to be in charge of her finances, and they worry that Jamie Lynn doesn't have her sister's best interests at heart. One person wrote, Britney should control her money. It belongs to her and her children. Nobody else. Free Britney. Another fan said, free Britney from this family. Come on, give the woman her money. And this person questioned Jamie Lynn's qualifications to be in charge of Britney's Trust, saying, does Jamie Lynn Spears have any professional certifications or qualifications to manage her sister's multi-million-dollar trust? Does she even have a degree? Others were concerned about the wording and mention of Britney's death, like this person who wrote, it is very concerning that Britney's family is making changes to her trust in the event of her death. And this fan said, not good. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there could be something sinister going on. If something did happen to her, they could claim she had an accident, she had the coronavirus, she took an overdose. There were many more concerned fans tweeting things like this. No one in Britney's family has spoken out directly about these newly obtained court documents, but we'll keep you guys posted as this story continues to unfold. And if you want more details on what Britney's family has had to say about the Free Britney movement, click right over here for another Clevver video. Then be sure to let me know all your thoughts on Jamie's involvement in the conservatorship in the comments section below. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.